Welcome back to my channel. I'm Phoenix. For those who are new to my channel, I'm a South African, a full-time content creator, as well as a US military spouse living abroad. So today I am going to share my experience of working off post. Off post means working outside the base. And this is my experience. I'm not sure about other people. I worked in a kitchen, and the conditions of the kitchen were not up to standard, with people mixing things that should not be mixed, and they were heavily using MSG. The food itself, yeah, especially the sauces. When I got my contract, I did not get a copy of it. And I remember asking for a copy of my contract, but I didn't get a copy of my contract, which was kind of very strange because if you're signing something, you're supposed to get a copy of it. The manager, who was also married to the other manager, said, "Oh, you'll get your copy, don't worry." I didn't get my copy at the time I requested to get my copy. The manager, he would also work in the kitchen and, show us how things should be done. And sometimes he would come not clean, dirty. Sometimes it will look like his teeth have not been brushed. He has not taken a shower. We ended up doing an event there, and even with this event, at the last minute, like 2 days before our event happened, they said to us, "Oh, we know of this famous artist, and we would like to know if the artist can also perform during your event." Blah blah blah. It sounded very exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, because the person had a lot of followers, a lot of them, and a lot of likes. I was like, "Oh, that's nice. I've never heard of this person." And my husband and I agreed. We're like, "Okay, fine. We're okay with that." Yet this is our event, we did feel like it was getting hijacked in some way, because why would you bring an artist that we never planned to bring? And this is an event for Afro, and you're bringing a translucent man who is badging the culture of Jamaica, you know. That was quite interesting. Afrobeat, Amapiano type of vibe. We didn't understand why he was gonna be the main act, but because we really needed this, we compromised. We sacrificed our pride for this. The event was a success. We had a lot of people. However, at the same time, we didn't make money, because the place we were doing the event at, they were not charging people. So you can imagine, not charging people, we're not getting anything. This is our start event, and it was all about promoting ourselves out there to people. Where they wanted literally to put their brand on our event, on the name, on our theme event. And we like, but that is not your your themed event. It's our themed event. Imagine you create an event called Powerpuff Girls, and it's meant to be your event for your company. And then the place that you do the event at suddenly says to you, "Yeah, sure, you can do an event here." And then they take that Powerpuff Girls event and they put their brand on it and make it seem like it's theirs. Make it make sense, you know. And I'm very teary about this because to me, many people have had their ideas being stolen. The crazy part about the event is when the manager wanted to take videos of her coming inside the club, videos of her greeting the artist. She never told us when the artist is coming, even though we asked. She never really wanted to share information about certain things. So initially, we had a dancing competition that's going to take place during the event. And it was supposed to be a dancing competition. And during the event, the manager pops up to me and says, "Oh, when are the dancers gonna come up?" So I'll try to go and talk to various girls, trying to say, "Hey, would you like to take part in the dance? It's gonna happen. You stand a chance to win a bottle of something for you and your friends." The girls were interested, so they went. Now she goes around telling these girls, "I want you to twerk. I want you to twerk," and she tries to line them up. But the other girls decided they don't want to take part in this because she was so aggressive with them to twerk, which was very strange. I mean, I get that you want people to do things, but if they don't feel comfortable about it, don't be pressurizing them. Now comes to the time when for the girl who won, which I thought won, to claim her prize. And she was not happy. She was not happy that she didn't get the visuals she wanted, explicit part of things. I think that was what she was looking for, and it concerned me because I was like, I hate how people want to showcase black females twerking. Why can't they just be normal, doing a normal dance? The following day, she said, "Oh, you were too drunk. You and your man were too drunk to run the event. I was the one who was running the event." And I just rolled my eyes. Running the event, you mean telling people to twerk, pressurizing them to do things that they don't want to do is running the event? Embarrassing. But, anyways, I never minded it because I was still working in this place, right? And I just wanted to make sure I make peace because I really wanted to make money. We acquired this DJ who's really great, and we were like, we want our event to be really awesome, so we'll get this guy. The guy came, he did a great job, and I remember speaking to the manager and saying to her, "Oh, we've acquired the DJ and we're gonna pay him and get him a hotel." And then she said to me, "You don't have to do that. I will do that. We will pay for the hotel. We will pay for the DJ." I said, "Oh, really?" And my husband was there, so he was a witness. Did they pay for the DJ? They didn't fucking pay for the DJ. They didn't pay anything, like literally nothing. And instead, they brought him to the side after the event and they said to him, "Oh, so and so said you are friends with him and you're doing this out of your own heart. You're doing this for free, pretty much." That's what the manager told the DJ. So the DJ is like, "Oh, really?" In the conversation, it was her and the DJ talking about this. We were not there. So you can imagine now, you don't know what is going on behind the scenes. Only later on, we find out he did not get paid from someone else who was managing him. And we didn't understand. We're like, "Okay, so why didn't you tell us you did not get paid? Why don't you tell us what you didn't get paid?" He's like, "No, I didn't want to start trouble or anything. I just felt like there was a lot of miscommunication and I just didn't really want to get into it." Like, we're not like friends with you, but we acquaintances. We need to do our diligence to pay you, and so the manager said to us, "Oh, we said we'll pay the manager," and she refused. She refused to take our money, and I didn't understand why she was refusing to take our money, yet she's busy complaining that her person that she's managing didn't get paid. So I was just annoyed with that, honestly. It was time to get payment, and everybody was asking each other, hey, have you gotten paid? Hey, have you gotten paid? I'm like, no, I have not gotten paid. Now what? There's a literally a room that has a shower and a toilet. And I'm like, what is a shower doing here? Like, why would there be a shower in this place? Why didn't they remove it when they bought the place? Why did they keep it? While I was working in the kitchen, I started noticing how the bar ladies during different events and during different themed events were wearing less and less clothes. They were wearing skimpy, like literally lingerie. This one woman, she is married, she's in the military, and she was wearing lingerie. I'm talking about a G string with a bra and net stockings. Yes. She had 3 kids on top of that. So it was kind of like, wow, are you not afraid that your husband's friends or co-workers might see you in this place dressed in the way that you're dressed? And the manager is the one who kind of promoted all of this. She would promote it in the sense that she'll be congratulating the people who have been wearing less clothes, and the ones who wore like full on clothing, she'd be like, why are you being boring type of thing. And I saw that through messages on our group where she would be like promoting this. It felt like it was a brothel, it felt brothely. It was very, very strange, not gonna lie. And I was glad that I was not working in the forefront of the place itself. Working in the kitchen, I worked with people from different countries, and there were like 3 of us. One of them being Korean. I don't have anything against Koreans. I do have my experiences that are bad when it comes to all races. So this one goes out to the bad experience with Korean. At first, it seemed nice to work with the person, but as time went, I noticed how demeaning he was. When it comes to breaks, it was hard to take breaks. It was so hard to take breaks because there is no break room. It's either you sit outside, and during the time it was very, very cold. I could not be able to sit outside. And even if you're sitting outside, people are smoking. It's a smoking space. People are smoking and talking about other people who are working there together with the managers, which was very unprofessional. As time went, obviously I'm working there and I'm expressing to my husband like I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. And I started having like my own dreams. When I say my own dreams, as in I dreamt something happened and I knew definitely this is gonna be happening. So I remember in my dream that I had where the person who was a chef who was Korean, and the manager who was also helping in the kitchen, They were not talking to me in the dream. They just walked out of the kitchen and they were just not, if I would try to talk to them and they were just walking away, like they just left. So I told the chef, I was like, I had a dream about you. Da 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 da. This happened, and then he's like, oh really? Oh, I wonder what it means. I was supposed to work there for 5 months, but I didn't. Let's just say the dream happened. At the time, I said to the manager, I need the money. I would like to find out when I'm getting paid. And then he said, oh, you're going to get paid on this particular date. When the date came, he never paid us. And it just continued. And I remember how I even walked out in the kitchen. It was a day where I was just exhausted.